Hey, you guys, welcome to the Triple P podcast, where we'll explore the power of positivity and purpose towards your fitness goals. So, whether you're a seasoned athlete or just starting on your fitness journey, this podcast is for you. See, I believe that a positive mindset and a strong sense of purpose are essential to reaching your fitness goals and living a healthy and fulfilling life. So, today, I want to dive into making that commitment to the challenge to change your life. Yes, I said that, committing to the challenge to change your life. See, recently, I want to talk about just one of my favorite quotes real quick. My favorite quote was always when I jumped into becoming a trainer was, if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you. And what I've realized is when it comes down to the challenges, that's where the change begins. So I want to talk about just kind of this challenge that I'm doing now. I've really found myself this year just taking on the challenges that come along the way. So I'm right now currently in a 22-day challenge, which is a ramp burpee challenge. So I kind of set my goal at the beginning of that challenge. So at the end of those 22 days, it's going to give me an opportunity not only to gauge my progress, but to see it firsthand because I'm showing up each and every day for that challenge to move that needle forward of change. So, it's honestly, I read this amazing book, and it's honestly my favorite book of the year that I've read, which is 75 Hard. And when you know about that challenge, it has really comes down to making a commitment for 75 days of, it's unfortunate to say is it's hard. And I realized that what the hard is 75 hard is not so much drinking the water to two 45-minute workouts, but it really was really the biggest challenge was making a commitment to myself. You see, I find myself many times I make commitments to my job, I make commitments to my family members, but really when it comes down to making a commitment to myself, I knew I was falling short. It was easy for me to not commit to simply myself. So when I realized that these challenges were opportunities, 75 hard was a challenge for me and a chance for me to challenge myself to make a commitment to myself. I want you to ask yourself that question. This year, did I make a commitment to myself? Not so much to my goals, but to myself. Because I realized that these challenges are, every challenge is really just an opportunity to not only change yourself, but more so, make a commitment to yourself, a commitment to change, a commitment to grow, and a commitment to know what you're truly made of. Because I got to be honest, when I took that challenge of 75 hard, it was hard. It was hard making time for myself. It was hard making that commitment to myself. But I realized after I came out of that challenge that the change was really me keeping the word to myself. And I realized that that was what I was really struggling with. It wasn't so much that it was hard to eat healthy. It wasn't so much that it was hard to drink water. It wasn't so much that it was hard to, get those two 45-minute workouts in. It's really just hard to commit to myself, keeping the word to myself, keeping the word to my goals, keeping the word to me. So I realized that after I took that challenge, I was like, man, I'm going to start saying yes to more challenges, not only to build that belief in myself, but I believe that every time I showed up for that challenge, every time I did what it required, every time I put time aside, because I remember times where I'm going to be honest, it was two 45-minute workouts, and it was like 8 o'clock at night, and I'm tired from my training, and I was like, man, I have to get an outdoor workout. So I had to take my rower outside and just got my 45-minute row in. But what that built in me was a commitment to myself. Was a commitment not only to change, not only to grow, but really to keep my word to myself. So when it comes to the challenges, I mean, I'm not going to tell you every challenge is for you. If you'd like to join me in my RAM 22-day challenge, click that link in the bio. But I want to talk about this right here is the challenges that are going to change you. So I believe it's time to say yes, not only to the challenges that are going to change you, not only to the challenges that are going to challenge you, but I want you to say yes to committing to yourself. Because that's what challenges offers as as I believe we're all natural competitors. And as we get older, that seems to dwindle away, right? I mean, we're always telling our kids to be competitive by playing sports. We always are signing them up for opportunities to challenge themselves. I know I'm a big fan of like that. Not everybody get a trophy. You need to change and challenge yourself. But as we get older, it seems like I know for myself, especially, that I'll make sure I commit to everybody else's goals. When it comes to mine, I'll let them fall back. And I realize that it's time to say yes. Because the times that when you start keeping the word to yourself, you start getting stronger and better for everyone else, right? So, right here, friends, so realize that there's it's something amazing in each challenge. What if you made 2024 the year where you started saying yes to more challenges that will change you for the better? And you started keeping the word to yourself. Would it make it easier to get your goal if you had a better, stronger belief and you kept the word to yourself? I believe you would. I believe you would. And not only do you deserve it, I believe it's necessary to get you not only to the next level, but to get you out of those stuck places. Because I realized many times when I stopped keeping the word to myself, it was harder to keep the word to my goals. It was harder to move the needle forward, but the challenges became easier because I realized that when I said yes to the goal, yes to the dream, yes to the challenge, I was ready to change. All right, here, friends. Hey, I'm super thankful for you. I hope this speech gave you some value because it gave me some value. It woke me up and realized that if it doesn't challenge you, it doesn't change you, right? And if there's no change, there's no growth. When there's no growth, there's no goal. And when there's no goal, then what are we doing? Right. All right, friends, go out there, say it's the challenge, say it's the change, and make that commitment to you. Because yes, you matter. You're amazing. Have a wonderful rest of the day. And keep moving positively, powerfully, and purposefully towards your goals.